Hi, everyone. Now let's delve deep into the essence of creativity and forward momentum. The heart of today's discussion lies the art of inception. It's a profound journey marked by the genesis of new ideas, the revelation of elegant solutions, and navigating through our professional journeys. To begin with, before I share my story, I would like to connect the art of inception with a very important thing, which is the power to adapt and evolve. And in order to do that, let's journey back to a time when this earth was inhabited by the towering giants, the dinosaurs. Now, these magnificent creatures, they inhabited the earth, they ruled the earth for more than 160 million years, dominating the earth, the sky, and the seas. And yet, their story serves as a cautionary tale to the importance of adaptation and evolution. There's a theory which says that when the climatic changes happened and new species emerged, the dinosaurs face unprecedented threat to their survival. While some species adapted and evolved new traits and new behaviors to thrive in the changing environment and climate, some other species, they just stuck to the old strategies and they could not keep pace with the changing world around them. The dinosaurs, unable to adapt and evolve, they soon succumbed to their extinction, and the mighty roar got silenced forever. On the contrary, there were few mammals which lived alongside the dinosaurs. Now, these mammals, though they were relatively small in the size and they had a seemingly insignificant stature, but they possessed a remarkable ability to adapt and to evolve. And so when they faced the same environmental threats that doomed the dinosaurs, these creatures, they diversified and they thrived to emerge into an array of species that inhabit the earth today. And the dinosaurs, on the other hand, like they got extinct. We humans, like the dinosaurs, we have the ability to become obsolete if we stick to the old ways and the old strategies of doing and thinking, especially now in this modern environment, with the technological advancements and the societal changes are happening at a breathtaking pace. Whether it's learning new technologies at work or navigating through the societal changes or embracing the new opportunities for our own personal growth, the need to survive and thrive has become more relevant than ever before. And most importantly, the traditional norms of a very linear career trajectory, they no longer hold true. We have to realize that we have to cultivate a mindset of resilience and adaptability. And by doing that and by embracing change and our passions, we can actually create careers that are not just fulfilling, but truly extraordinary. Now, the question is, how do we connect the art of inception here? Like a phoenix, we all have the power within us to regenerate and to transform into any career roles which are aligned with our passions, with our strengths, with our values, and with our aspirations. And while we do that, it's very important to understand that this alignment, when we do this alignment, it serves as a compass directing us towards our fulfillment, towards our success, and towards our purpose in our life and in our professions. So when you choose careers, and I see a lot of young students here, right? When you choose your careers which are aligned with your passions, you are likely to remain more motivated, engaged, and excited about your work. Your passions, they drive your determination. And they allow you to face challenges head on, to stay focused, and also in times of adversities, to persevere. Your passions fuel the fire that allow you and propel you to move forward to achieve your goals and your dreams. Likewise, your strengths, they help you to do your best and excel in whatever you do. You know, your strengths are your superpower that make you stand apart. And when you choose careers which are aligned with your strengths, you are able to unleash your true potential and achieve remarkable success. Your values, they serve as a moral compass, guiding you and your decisions and actions. So when you choose your careers which are aligned with your values, you are able to achieve a sense of fulfillment, alignment, integrity, and authenticity with your work. And lastly, your aspirations. They take you in the direction and they guide you towards your goals and also your passions. And when you choose careers which are aligned with your aspirations, they make you stand apart and go in for long-term success, growth, and fulfillment. You know, your aspirations, they inspire you to touch the sky, to go for the stars. They inspire you to challenge yourself and to get out of your comfort zone. Your aspirations, they fuel your ambition. And they direct you to work towards continuous evolvement, adaptation, which is so needed to achieve your goals. Now let's share my story. I come from an era, actually my story is a testament of humility, of humble background, of traditional values, and of following my passion and getting out of the comfort zone. I belong to an era where computers and internet were not a reality. And on top of that, I belong to a very conservative and a religious family. So from there to becoming an Air Force officer has been quite an eventful journey for me. Raised by hardworking parents who were humble farmers, and they just came from the grassroots level, I witnessed firsthand the value of hard work, determination, and resilience. You know, my parents instilled this belief in us that with hard work and determination, nothing is impossible. Anything is possible. And on top of that, while growing up, I saw the plight of women in my family. I saw the plight of women in the society. And that made me realize how important was it for us women to grow up and not dependent on anyone else. And this started growing a fire. This lit a fire inside me. And this fire wanted me to do something different, something special. But what would that special and different be? I had no idea. You know, doing something different for girls in those days was not just unseen, it was unheard of. But this fire kept burning slowly and steadily inside me. And then amongst my academic career, there came a defining moment presented itself. It was an advertisement from the Indian Air Force asking women to join as helicopter pilots. For me, it was the universe whispering directly to my soul and igniting a spark which I could not ignore. And without any second thoughts, without any hesitation, I just jumped at the opportunity. I abandoned the comforts of familiarity for the allure of the unknown. You know, what I'm referring to is the times when I was doing my post-graduation in computer applications. Now, this was a course, we were the first ones to be doing this course. We were doing this course from a very prestigious university, and we were told that computers had great future. Imagine 40 years back. And rightly so. You know, all my colleagues are doing very well in their respective careers. Our placements had started when I saw this ad. Now, a lot of people ask me these questions that when you took this decision of leaving a very prestigious career and getting into a territory that was absolutely unknown, was there a risk involved? And the answer is yes. The bigger question is, was that risk worth it? And the answer is a bigger yes in bolds and caps. When you are so sure of what you want in your life, and I knew at that point in time that my dreams and my passions, they lied on the other side of the comfort zone. I was ready to risk my prestigious degree and embrace the uncertainties, embrace the risks, and embrace the fears that came along with this decision. And when I did that, although I had no clues where I was going, all I knew was that that's what I wanted to do. My why was so clear that my what and how followed. And that point in time was the time when I embraced the art of inception, an inception of dreams that transcends the boundaries of conventionality. This is when I realized that true fulfillment lies stepping out of your comfort zone by embracing your passions and your ambition and your aspirations, regardless of the risks involved. Now, interestingly, few hundred miles away, my sister, who was brought up under the same circumstances, who grew up with the same challenges, had the same passion, had the same fire in her also. She also saw the ad, and she applied. And this was the times when the only way to communicate was letters. And a full circle would take about 1 month. So there was no way we could communicate to each other. We independently applied. We went through the rigorous selection process, the rigorous medical process, and finally we got selected to be joining one of the first batches of the women pilots in helicopters with the Indian Air Force as course mates. And thereafter we also happened to be the first pair of sisters to have flown together as captain and co-pilot in the world. And this was a testament of an unwavering belief in your dreams and perseverance. Following my heart has led me to reach heights I never imagined possible. And then came a time when I volunteered to fly in the highest battlefield in the world, the Siachen Glacier. I was the first pilot, I was the first woman to get posted there. I was the first woman to fly in the Siachen Glacier, and I'm the first woman to have landed at the highest advanced landing ground in the world. But when I got posted there, I was told to be prepared to push myself beyond my self-limitations and even beyond. Siachen Glacier is a place where records of human endurance, the machine, and the technical competence are set every single day. This is a place where we support soldiers who are sitting at forsaken posts and places at thousands of feet, and we are their lifeline. So the unit that I got posted the motto was, we do the difficult as the routine, the impossible may take a little longer. And when I posted there, I realized that whatever I was told was absolutely right. Flying there had absolutely zero scope of error. And a small miscalculation or mishandling of controls could lead to fatal accidents. Our flying conditions were tough. No technology was available. And I remember our mate coming up every day, breaking that ice, filling that bucket of ice with cold water and handing us the ice to use it, to warm and use it. To keep ourselves warm, we used to use Bukharis, which used to run on kerosene. And the smell of Bukhari became an ingrained part of our existence for 2 years. When I was flying, there were no clothing especially available for women. And being so cold, I used to wear 5 to 6 layers of clothing. And while flying, I adapted to not drinking water, so that I couldn't go to the washroom, because that was a humongous task for me. So those were the kinds of adaptation I had. But when I saw the plight of the soldiers who were sitting there at thousands of feet for months together, and just waiting for the basic frozen food and letters from their home and the kerosene to keep themselves warm, I felt I was living in luxury. And that is when all my barriers of facing those challenges, facing those difficulties absolutely broke. We had to brace temperatures as low as -50 degrees. There were updrafts downdrafts, marginal weather, flying in the close proximity of the hills, lack of oxygen, landing at my matchbox-sized helipads, and at times facing enemy fire. But what kept me going was the fact that you were doing something for someone else who is ready to sacrifice their lives for the sake of the nation. And that is what motivated me to do even better, give my best. You know, the thing is, this realization that once you recognize, once you discover what your passions are, what your strengths are, and if you're able to align it with your values and aspirations, and you're ready to get out of your comfort zone, ready to step out into the unknown and not have fears, you can do anything in this world. And this realization also made me realize one very important thing, that any risk in life is an inherent part, is inherent part of in pursuit of any greatness that you want to achieve. So you cannot avoid risks in life. In fact, not taking any risk is the biggest risk at all that you take. And the fact is that it is the way we are able to confront those risks head on that defines our journey. So before I conclude my talk, I would encourage you to embrace the art of inception. You know, dare to dream boldly. Dare to follow your passions relentlessly. And never undermine the unlimited potential that lies in each one of you. And that's the potential to shine. That's the potential to lead. That's the potential to inspire and create a brighter future, not just for yourselves, but for the society, for the nation, and for this world. So go forth, my friends, go forth and conquer the world, conquer your future, because that's a possibility. Thank you so much.